Well, hi there, everyone. This is Bob Allen, the CEO of KDTV.com that owns KSPNtv. And we're trying very, very hard to bring hyperlocal news, weather, and sports back to our local community. We've been doing this with a couple of students that have been the weekly announcers on our sports center, talking through the football season. But now it's towards the end of that, so we're getting started for a winter season. But today, I'd like to talk to Jeff Pike, a teacher and coach at Pacifica High School, who also has a son who played on that team, okay, as a center. And Jeff, tell the fans what it's like to make a 3, 4 hour trip during the day and how you made it.
It's an adventure to say the least. We left the school at 11 o'clock. We had a police escort to the freeway. We had the parents and fans on the sideline cheering the bus on as it left. And then it took about 3 hours and 55 minutes to get to a park down in El Cajon. So what we do is we make it to a park. We stop. We have a great group of parents, led by my wife, who gets food together for the players, and we eat. So they had lunch at the park at like a little bit after 3 o'clock. So we're there. We eat, stretch our legs. Then coaches do a walkthrough. They go through their last minute adjustments, make sure who's on kickoff team, etc. And then from there, we had about a 10 to 15-minute bus ride to the school, and where we got to the school, and then they got all their tape done. They get dressed, and then we're on the field for pregame, and off we went. That's kind of been the we've been on the road the last three. Well, this will be the fourth week in a row, and they've been pretty big road trips, and that's been the formula.
You know, one of the things I think about all the time during periods like this is how the students really feel on that 4 hour trip.
Yeah,
You know, you got a big game coming up, and all of a sudden you've got to do something that you never had, for the most part, really never had to do. So it's a learning experience.
it is. And I can tell you, last week when we went to Palos Verdes, the kids were like, just when we got close to the school, looking at all those big mansions, and we're right on the beach. What's really cool is they get to, yes, we went to for a football game, but they got to experience something they normally don't get to do. Like go to a place they probably wouldn't have gone in otherwise. Like we wouldn't have gone to El Cajon as a family, but we went and we were able to do that. So yeah.
Well, that's what the kids are really for. I still remember my wife and I going to Williamsport, Pennsylvania in 2004 when the Caneo Oaks were playing the Caneo Valley Little League was playing in the Little League World Series, and our grandson was playing. So I know how you and your wife felt with your son out there. And this was a big game, okay?
Yeah.
Certainly, what happens to the winner of this game? Maybe tell our fans before we talk about the game.
So because we won on Saturday, we are now going to the state Division 1A, 1A finals, where we're gonna play Central East out of Fresno at Saddleback College. So what's funny is when we were driving down last weekend or 2 days ago, we drove right past Saddleback. So we won't have to go nearly as far this week.
Crazy things have changed. Okay, so at least there's a game this week, and this is all part of the towards the championship. Is this like the quarterfinals or
This is it.
semifinals?
This is the championship.
So this is the championship for everything.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. For
Well,
our division. Yes.
exciting. Okay. So tell us a little bit from the start of the game and the first kickoff till the final when everybody ran off the field and how they were feeling.
So for this game, we started off really fast. We lost the coin toss and they decided to defer, so we received the ball. We went down. Marched down, ran the ball, marched down. We scored. We kicked off to them. The first play, our guy Max Magana intercepts the ball. Few plays later, we go down and score again. We kick off. We actually recovered the kickoff. We went down and scored again. So with the blink of the eye, it was 21-0. So then the first
Wow.
quarter, we scored one more time. They scored a couple times. I tell you what, Granite Hills, they were quick. They scored fast. So at the end of the quarter, it was 28-14. At the end of the half, it was 35-14. So we come out of the half, we kick off to them, and in that third quarter, they scored 3 times. Like 3 possessions in a row, they scored. So it ended up being tied at the end of the third quarter. All the way through the fourth quarter, it was defense, punt. Finally, with just under a minute to go, we forced them to punt again. And I was thinking the punt before that, we should have blocked it, but we just missed it. We ended up blocking it. That same kid that got the interception got credit for the block, Max Magana. One of our other guys, DeVille Warner, picks it up, scoops it up, scores. Now we're up, and I want to say like 45 seconds to go or so. Defense is back on the field. They get a stop, turnover, and downs. Offense goes out in victory formation, and then, everybody goes running on the field. Collected ourselves together, went and shook hands, and then they did the trophy presentations at the end of the game, where Granite Hills got their runner-up trophy, and then we got our Southern California Regional Championship trophy or plaque.
That is really, really exciting, Jeff.
Very
Okay.
exciting.
You can't ask for anything more than a game like that. So thankfully, at least you don't have a 4-hour, bus trip this time.
No, but it'll
I
probably
was,
be close to 3.
well, that was one of the questions because I keep seeing on this side that Pacifica, it's, they are on the bottom. So I'm saying to myself, okay, are they the home team? Are we going to do that? So now I think it's really understood. So, Jeff, I can't thank you enough for participating with us, okay, and
Yes, for sure.
giving our community a little update on this great opportunity that the Pacifica High School Tritons have in the Football League. And they're coming up. Who are they going to be playing?
We're playing Central East out of Fresno at 3:30 down at Saddleback. So we're actually leaving town at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Oh, hopefully there'll be the police escort. We'll get the streets lined up with fans as the boys are on the bus, and we'll be off. And here we go again. What's really exciting is this is the second year in a row where we're going down to Saddleback with a chance to win a state championship. So hopefully this time we're able to get it done.
Can't ask for anything more.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, listen, we'll be back together, and thanks so much for participating and letting our community know the latest.
Absolutely. You're welcome.